Good afternoon, CFM. This is Coach Matt with our Thursday workout. We're going to do a fun benchmark today and then some accessory work afterwards. This is Annie. It's jumping rope and some sit-ups. All right, so let's go 3 rounds through the warm-up. Start with a minute of jump rope practice and definitely start off progressive, so nice light jumps to start off with. And then after you finish like a full minute of that, next round you can start adding a little bit of quickness to it or throw in some double unders, whatever you want to do for today, but practice it practice it. And by the 3rd round, definitely you should be doing whatever your workout movement is for the day. Next one is mountain climbers. So just on the ground, we're just pulling those knees straight up towards the elbow of the knee that's driving. Get 15 reps on each side and then finish with some air squats, 10 reps of those. 3 rounds through, so relatively quick warm up. And then all you need for the benchmark is your ab mat sit-up, your ab mat for your ab mat sit-ups, and your jump rope. Ab mat sit-ups, when we do this, just you may use either the edge of a red mat or a pair of dumbbells to weight your feet down. Anytime we're doing these and trying to get through them quickly, that can help you out to have weight on top of your feet, because it'll allow you to go a little bit quicker and pull more. It takes more energy to do it, right? But you can pull with more muscles in your legs and your hip flexors as well as your abs when you do those. But the range of motion for these is my shoulder forward of my hips. My hands are either touching the ground or touching my toes. And at the bottom, it's my head, my shoulders, and my fingertips all should touch the ground. So make sure we're not keeping your hands pointed here, but reaching all the way up over your head. You get a little bit more stretch out of the abs when you do that, so it makes it a little bit harder. Also on the ab mat, make sure the taller part of the ab mat is closer to your back so the words go away from you when you're using it. The rep scheme for this is 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. And this is a workout where if you don't have good command of the double under movement, then it would be a good workout to use just regular singles for, right? Point being that if your double unders cause you to trip and they cause the workout to take like 13, 14, 15 minutes, then you're negating the intensity effect of the workout. You're getting a lot of good double under practice in, but you're not going to get that metabolic impact of the workout, and that's really what we're going for today. And we'll have other days where we practice double unders, or you can practice double unders afterwards, after the workout's over. But try to get a good stimulus out of this from the short duration, high intensity standpoint, and then practice the skill that might be holding you back from that in another setting, okay? When you're done, we have 20-ish minutes or 3 or so rounds of the following complex of exercises. One is dumbbell pullover, right? So you can do this on the bench, either in line with the bench or perpendicular to the bench, but either way, let your head hang off the edge of it. So it's like the bench is touching the back of my head, elbows straight, and I'm kind of loosely gripping the dumbbell so that it is always hanging vertically in front of me, right? I'm pulling it over the top of me, shrugging my shoulders up. At the top, I'm shrugging my shoulders towards my ears, right? I'm always resisting the weight of that dumbbell with the tension in my lats and my shoulders, okay? Next one will be some front foot elevated split squats. So that is one of our knee rehab exercises. If you would like to hold a weight in your hands, you can, but emphasis here is on driving that knee as far forward of the toe as possible while keeping that foot flat on the plate and really stretching into that bottom position. It gets easier the higher you put the plate. So the hardest version is with your heel just barely off the ground and your toe on the ground. This one plate is a good stretch position for me, so this is what I use when I do it. But you'll see people with 2 plates, 2.5 plates, 1.5 plates, etc. Just set it up so that it's appropriate for you and you get a good stretch out of it, and then add weight as necessary. If 8 reps with just your body weight is too easy, you need to be holding the kettlebell or a dumbbell when you're doing it, okay? AT raise is next. You're always welcome to use the little AT raise machine, but we only have one of those. So this on the ground is the next best thing, where I'm driving my heels into the ground and pulling my toes up against the inside of my shoe and pulling them all the way towards my shins when I do that. 20 reps of the AT raise, and then, stay on the wall for wall angels. This is our rotator cuff exercise. Put your back hard to the wall, knees slightly bent, elbows touching the wall, and then rotate those hands up to try to touch your wrists to the wall. Some people can, some people can't. I can almost touch my right wrist and like not even close on my left wrist. So that just shows you there's a deficit of rotation on one of my arms that I need to work on. But reaching upward and outward with that wall angel, I want my hands wider than my shoulders at the top and the elbows straight. So make sure you're not finishing like this with my hands pointed towards each other, but hands pointed away and squeezing those shoulders towards the wall while keeping your belly engaged and not letting your spine break off the wall. All right, that is our accessory sequence after Annie. And as always, you can practice some double unders if that's one thing that was missing from your game today on that benchmark. Have a great one, guys, and I'll see you on Friday.